Do you know how much work it takes in a person's life when things go out of order? You're out of order. You're out of order. Can I get your name, please? What do you want my name for? I'm here to buy gum. Would you like the points card? Okay, give me the points card. He said, I need your name. It's okay, keep your card. So. Doo-doo-doo. Ooh. Like what happens? Who do we become? It's like I become like, you lose your face. Look, I'm sort of real. sort of real, right? What can you see? Look at that. We can move. Look at that. What's happening to the light? What happened? Look at all the lines. See all the lines on the edges, right? See all the lines on the edges? And then the minute the hand goes in, is it because I'm illuminating a larger object and you're losing it? Or what am I moving? Look down below. Look down here, right? See the way I close it out? Why is it there? Is it the reflection over here? That's not here because it's in the air. This is in the air. There's nothing here. Just like the moon, right? You see that? Nothing there. But you see it. You see it off the glass? Is it a reflection off the glass? It almost looks like a spaceship is coming. Ooh, and it's rocking too. Look at that. Oh my God, there's more of them, like mushrooms. It's coming out of Avatar. Oh, I can see the buzzing bees in the background. Look at that. What is that? Hollywood. Zzz, right across my face, right? So what can we start? Should we have it start like this? I gotta keep the camera straight so I can. How can I look at myself? Where's my camera? Let me see. So do I look there? Or, hold on a second. Let me pull this forward. Like this. If we just put it up like that. You see, like that, right? It's funny that if I take away this light from putting all the light on me, it looks dark up there, right? But the minute I just take it off of me, look what happens. I take it off of me and boom, the background just pops out like that. You like my buddies over here? That's a heart. And you see what's upside down? It's just two hearts. This is the spade, right? Look at that. They got a plateau between both oceans. They can put a foot in the cold water and a foot in the hot water. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's happening yet. It's funny, eh? It's funny. A little bit funny. You know, I wish, it's Friday night, right? And if this was, I don't know, back in the 80s and the 70s when I listened to that music, oh my God, nostalgic. Even back then, it was like insane. And today when I think back and listen to the oldies, it's like still the vibration. There's a story in every single song. For me, I know there's a story in every single song. For the reason there is a story in every single letter. Imagine you put two letters together, what happens? I stand alone. Why is I standing alone? I is the 9th letter in base representation of area space, equaling that with 26 letters in the alphabet. When they primarily give them to you in this song, A1Z26 is what I say as for the numeric value for each letter. Now there are equational alphabets, meaning that they change the numbers for the letters. Although A is 1 and let's say M is the 13th, I think it's Gematria 7. I like to say the piano is related to it because it goes A through G, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. You know the la, 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 or how about a, la, 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 la? The A1, the L12, land, animal, and man. And Rabbi Fine said that the soul comes in to you, and that soul is the angle of 12, the Bat's Mitzvah. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3 and 2. 1 between 2 equals to 3. Therefore, you have what is 1 and 2 base creation. That 1 comes into life. And then you put like those earphones on so you can transmit from beyond. It must be why we have the cow jumped over the moon, because we need a 4 plug, right? Goat, cow. 2 for the goat, 4 for the cow. The cow jumped over the moon. Should we call it, who's the cow? What zodiac sign is the cow? Can we just say the cow is the ox? And that would be pretty funny because that's a male. Right? And they put this, AI put the moon as cheese. So cheese would be, wow, you know there's 3 E's in cheese with a CH and S. You know that? That's pretty cool. I never saw that. CHEESE. So you take the SCH, right? And you go the 2. Okay. So somehow, right, from cheese, I go over to school, SCH. The reverse alphabet of S is H. The heaven splits. What is H? 2 times 2, 2 plus 2. Is that possible? Or is it 4 times 2? If it's 4 times 2, 4 plus 2, it's 8 and 6. Splitting what is 6 is like 8, and it's what has a bridge at the 7th gate. That would be like, I mean, something like, yeah. Like right here. There's your 7. There's your 6. There's your 8, right? But in this alphabet, nothing is higher than 7. So in order to attain perfectly the 26 letters, right, we can go 1 to 13. And if we do, this one's 7, this one's 8, right? But we're counting maximum as 7. So I go 1, 3, 5, 7, 5, 3, 1, stop. There are 6 numbers duplicated. Okay, just give me a second. There are 1, 3, 5, 7, 5, 3, 1. That is 3, 1, and 3 numbers. Well, I don't know if you can see that. Wow, today it's not, it's 3, 1, and 3 numbers. There's 1, 3, and 5 are 3 numbers. Oh, I think it's the light that's doing it. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, so there's 1, 3, and 5, and then there's 5, 3, and 1. So there's 3 area spaces, 1 area space, and 3 area spaces. Everything has to be taken into account. Everything. So I'm going to stop it right here. I don't know who's new, who's been here before, who knows what I do, what this channel is about, noting that it's social media. What is my credibility to come up here and speak about anything? Why spend any of your time here at all? You don't want to spend any of your time here at all right now, and you want to see a little bit more, you can go to YouTube under the same name. All my lives here go to YouTube and get uploaded, along with another 17 years of uploads, or 12,000 videos. Yes, some of the dog, some of the cat, some of stupidity, but it all reflects my credibility to tell you this story. And it's not a story about me. It's a story about all that ever was, is, and seems to what is going to be, but we would never know. But the past has happened. It's been documented. The alphabet presents itself right now, here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. I can read it in packages, A, B, C. Give each letter a second, a period of time equal to each other. I can say AJS. I can say BKT. I can go CLU. I can go DMV. I can go NEW. I can go Fox. I can go GPY, HQZ, and INR. And if you listen carefully, only I and R had 2 in their own house. 1 and 8 equals to 9. And you know what's ironic about that? That somebody just wrote on their channel, right? Somebody just wrote on their channel that, I think I'm going to shut that off. Somebody just wrote on their channel that spirit. Let me take that off for a second. The word spirit. Now, the word spirit total is 91. But if you take a look at this word, it's really weird. Okay. There's only 2 letters, okay, in the 9th house, I and R. Now, this is in base alphabet. I and R is what is 1/3 and 2/3 of what is 27. 9 is 1/3. Let's call it the bar mitzvah. Let's call it 616, the 13th moon on the 337th day. 7 by 31 equals to a total of 217, 217 minutes. Into what is hours is 337. On the 337th day, you began the 13th moon. So the gateway is the 13th moon male bar mitzvah after 169 moons. 169 is what is an earth sign in between 2 fire signs. 1, 6, and 9. What is 1, 6, and 9? It is 169. It is 1 between 168, splitting the gate in a house of 66. In the house of 66, all the trains are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the trains are at 6. But not only for that, is that right over here, right over here. 575, which is the I. 575 is connected by 6666. Woman is also 66. There was one other piece in here. There was another piece. Do you know if you're bouncing a message off of something, sometimes all you need is your own signal to come back to you? Just want to throw that out there for now. Yes, so this is the game of Monopoly. There was something missing on that 66 that I wanted to mention. Yet the 168 plus 1. Yes, okay, this is what it is. Here is a surface. The encompassment of one area space to the center is encompassed by this area here. Do not count this encompassment. It goes here, all the way down here, all the way up here. It's encompassed. It's a 5 by 5 area space encompassed by one area space, right? The only reason I'm saying that is it's what you do is you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't count this row. Don't count this row. And the reason you don't count this row is because it runs from this row and you got to go all the way around. So the last row is the borderline that works with the heart. So if you really want to count the whole thing, to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's a 6 by 6 area space in which you won't count the 6 by 6. You're just going to start over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to be a 5 by 5 encompass, like putting the skin on, okay, by this area space here, 6 by 6. And then this area space here comes in, and now you can run through Central Station. 6 by 6, 6 by 6, 6 by 6, 6 by 6. 36 and 36, 72, or what about 720 hexahedron? 72. 36 and 36, 72, 72. 144, or 1,440 minutes in a day, 144,000, 12 by 12. The Bat's Mitzvah, 6 by 6 by 6 equals 216. The 216th minute is the 3 hours and 36 minutes, 1 minute shy of 3:37, and it is the end of the 12th moon 28-day cycle on December 2nd, 122, and the male is what is 123 ABC. When you get to the center of this over here, well, let me do it this way. I don't know why. Hold on. Yeah, because my camera is. Let me just push this over. Okay, so it's here. So this area here, when you're counting, I don't know why I'm not getting good light. Maybe it's too much light here. Okay, this area here, that is 1. So you go around 1 ring, 2 rings, 3 rings, 4 rings, 5 rings, 6 rings, all the way to here. There's 6 rings around 1. There are 168 areas. Split that in half, 84. There's 168 areas, 13 by 13. There's 168 hours in a week. This is the minimum size for the game of Monopoly. This is the game of Monopoly and the stories it tells numerically. I am not the end result, just presenting to you my observations. We're going to just take a 2-second break here for a little bit of water. And I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. You were snoring or having trouble breathing. Are you having trouble standing up, pretty lady? How you doing, pretty lady? You like that? Right? That's the flag of Great Britain. See, it's holding up. It's holding up what's it called? Hold on a second. It's one of those Kimmel breads. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those breads. That's the trophy. The trophy is the bread. That's the money winner. You know, when you got bread. Here's the other thing. I was building on this here. See, these are 45, right? Because these are the only centers. See, these are the only centers. These are my work tools. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Yeah, I'm getting some water. The cat only jumped up. How you doing, Chris? I see you. I'm not bringing anybody up right now yet. Soon maybe, but not right now. You know, if you really want to save some artifacts, here's the artifact you want to save. It's right here, right now. They can't take it away, right? Here's a good investment, this building. That's one of the best ones. At that point, we can start rocking and painting all the rocks. Gonna get a little bit of water. There's so much going on everywhere. Night at the Roxbury. I reset up the magic corner. This is the cat's corner, eh, baby? You want to jump up? Jump. You want to go on the table? Are you going on the table? Come on, let's go. And up here, what about here? What about here? Come on, up here. Come on, you're a cat. You listen. Food is coming. Food is coming. The dogs would understand that much better if I said cookie, right? If I said cookie, you can't rub it. Nothing's coming out. You think something's going to come out. What's in here? There it is. Hello. Yes. This is the Forever Club. Number 27. I understand. Why is it eternal? 7 days, right? In 2 houses. 7 days in 2 houses, right? In creation between 2 moons. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. That's 5. That's the oceans, the power of the oceans powering up. So 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 is 18 and 9, 27, 18 across. 9 that divides the soul. 2 houses. Anything divided by 7 will equal 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7 in another order. Binary 6. See, when things get crossed over, when things are shorter, it gives the illusion, right? How do things work, right? And I should have put little something here, right? That if there's too much pressure here, that it doesn't affect here. With nothing in the center, right? With nothing disturbing the center, it says whatever happens here will be the opposite effect here. And that's where I left this here, these choppers over here. So you can see it's part of the movement. Or what we can look at is just like with the Roman numerals. See, with Roman numerals, right, you get to have 1 to the left and then 3 to the right. Now, the thing is, when you make a moving to the right, only one, right? There's only one of these, but we can have 3 of these. So this one is noted as, let's call it Aries, playing from the 5th position, right? Something like that. So we would have that Roman numerals would be 8 here, 4 here, 6 here, 7 here, 8 here. So you can see 6, 7, and 8 are together. When you go to the deck of cards, right, 6, 7, and 8 are together. Okay, now what is with the 4, 3, 2? Let me explain to you what the 4 is. What is happening with the 5, and why is the 5 holding on to the 4? What has happened is 1 and 4 have come together where 1 jumped and leapfrogged into the 5. That's what happened. The 1 and 4 are of what the 5 is. So 5 is 1 less than in 4. So if you go 5, 4, that's the feminine. In actuality, it's actually 5 minus 1, 5 plus 1. So no matter what you do, you have 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2. Even though 5 minus 1 is 4 and 5 plus 1 is 6, right? 5 and 1 together are 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2. That's 864. That's the same diameter as the sun numbers. All you need is a bunch of zeros. What? You following me around? You following me around? You swinging that tail? What's going on? Got my little birdie over there. All that sparks in the sky, eh? The electric sky. Hey, see the electric sky? That is what is a rendition of the letter I. Okay, let's get out of this room. It's cold in here. We're going to take a 2-minute break. Come on out of this room. I'm just going to shut the light. Espanol, ES coming together. Letters. Okay, what controls? Is it the vowels that control? Is it BE? Is it CE? Is it DE? 432? Where the E is on the right side, or the vowels on the left side? Is it saying 5 minus 2, 5 minus 3, 5 minus 4? D. The E is after. In Roman numerals, when the 1 number is before the 5, they say take it away. So why can't I do that elsewhere? The 5 is also noted to be a V in Roman numerals. The V is located as well with the letter M that holds 2 pylons or pillars, also showing what is 4, 5, and 6. 4 times 5 times 6 is 120. In the game of cribbage, the game goes to 120. What is 8 by 15? What is 8 by 15? 2 fire signs again, 5 and 1. 51 for Mars. What is like 1 and 5 below is like 9 to 5 above. Working 9 to 5 is the same thing, 2 fire signs, 1 on the high side, 1 on the low side. Only there so we can tell this story, or not. Here's the game of cribbage. When I speak, I show you the evidence. If not, I paint you the evidence. If I can't paint it or draw it or show it to you, it becomes a singularity in existence. Why do I say that? Who am I to say what is the singularity in existence? Well, I work like this. My observation, Einstein. My observation, Darwin. My observation of all those who have been documented scholars who have studied the zodiac, the astrological sign, those who have studied history, all that is known on the internet, that you can find at your fingertips. It is there, either in duality or singularity. And we can work on it because it becomes a word, it becomes a name, it's renowned. And all we need to know is ABC, 1, 2, 3. Your colors, your mixes, your spices, your fruits, your vegetables? Does it go in the fridge? What temperature? Celsius or Fahrenheit? Kilometers or miles? Weights and measures, periodic table, geometric shapes, the stars in the sky. Is it a 6-point star, a 5-point star? And what I noted tonight, and I could be wrong, but when you take one of these, right, and you take it and you mirror it, you have 4 points on each one, totaling 8. But when you put it back to back, the 3 and 3 connect together, okay? And you end up with 666 connecting rods with one rod that's going straight through. So it'll be 616161 in this hexahedron duplication. And when you put 2 of them together, all you will see is 3 points in the center and 1 on each side, equaling to the pentagram 5. The Aztec worked this way. Not only did the Aztec work with the 5, they also worked with the 10. There are 10 sticks. 3 up, vertical, on diagonal, 3 down. That's 6. And then there's 4 as the poles. That's 10. The directions for each one is 4. 4 by 4 is 16. Plus the extension on the outside of 4 is 20. The connector in the center is 1. And we have blackjack, 21. We're going to take a 2-minute break here just so I can breathe. I shouldn't be doing continuouses. Wow. Sorry about that. Why is it? Oh, yeah, I wasn't sure what it was. I don't know. That looks like an astronaut. Depends where you want to look. Up on top of the mountain. Can we zoom it in? I always thought they were, I don't know. Okay, just give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes here. How you doing, kitty? How you doing, kitty? Hey, how you doing? Um, right. You know what? I wonder if we're gonna find a song that's algorithms. Let me see if this is. Hold on a second. Okay. Just give me a second. What it is I have a nap down here, and I have sliders, and it's not sliding. Well, something like that. I'll tell you one thing. 5 hours to make this. $34 to $40 an hour for an engineer. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Just kidding. Just joking. Joking. Just joking. Wow. Am I in bad shape, eh?
Of your soul, weaving in numerology, astrology, Las Vegas, and cosmic algorithms. Roll the dice, spin the wheel, 7 signs and 4 to deal. Numbers hum like cosmic clocks, 88 constellations tall. Mondays are 1, fresh like the sun. Tuesdays are 2, Mars on the run. Three's got the charm, midweek plays. By Saturn 6, we're lost in the maze. Stop the tabulation, stop the tribulation. The house ain't love, it's a calculation. Zodiac speaking, cards are falling. Las Vegas sings while the stars keep calling. The date's 5, a jackpot flame. Pisces at 7, a water game. Cancer's hold 2's a moonlight bet. Virgo's a 9, don't hedge your debt. Priest is black, 4 winds blow. Snake eyes blink when the numbers flow. Ace is the 1, the fool's the 0. In the cosmic deck, who's a hero? Stop the tabulation, stop the tribulation. The house ain't luck, it's a calculation. Zodiac speaking, cards are falling. Las Vegas sings while the stars keep calling.
I never liked that song. I like this one.
Rest your soul, take a break, find some peace today. Like God who rested on the 7th, let the world drift away. The system's genesis begins with light. Power surges on, a word of code, let there be light. And the circuits hum along, from processors to pixels, the unseen trinity. The Father in the firmware, the Son in memory. Rest your mind, restore your heart, and let your burdens fall. In every place and every way, rest connects us all. Restore points echo even, a garden for repair. When errors fall like Adam's sin, redemption's always there. As manager, the angel's sword guards what can't return. But updates run like saving grace, so we don't crash and burn. From processors to pixels, the unseen trinity. The Father in the firmware, the Son in memory. Rest your mind, restore your heart, and let your burdens fall. In every place, in every way, rest connects us all. I stand, I rest on 17, standing. Resting says the horse, of course. The drivers are commandments, each one set to guide. The virus-like temptation must be cast aside. The Sabbath is the reboot where the soul can realign. And on the 7th day it rests, God's design. Divine updates are epistles sent to show the way. Fixing bugs, restoring truth, like prophets in their day. The system's Pentecost arrives, the Spirit breathes anew. Power flows, creation wakes, and life begins day 2. From processors to pixels, the unseen trinity. The Father in the firmware, the Son in memory. Rest your mind, restore your heart, and let your burdens fall. In every place and every way, rest connects us all. Rest your soul, take a break, find some peace today. The 7th day has ended, now it's time to press play. This version blends the biblical story of creation, grace, and restoration with PC metaphors, offering a spiritual connection to the systems we use daily.
Okay, just for 2 minutes. I'll be back in 1 more minute. French.
Reste cool, reste chill. Pas d'insultes, pas d'embrouille, tranquille. Pas besoin de mots trop crus. On garde ça frais, on garde ça pur. Pas de F-bomb, pas de S-mot, pas de juron, c'est zéro. Pas de crash, pas de drame. On envoie du son, on envoie des flammes. Pas de jure, pas de crash, juste de l'air bien frais. Pas d'embrouille, pas de haine, on reste dans la paix. Pas de pique, pas de coup bas. Tout le monde court, tout le monde là. Pas de gros mots ici, pas de gros mots ici. On reste clean, on reste smooth, on garde sa folie. Pas de gros mots ici, pas de gros mots ici. On fait la fête, on s'éclate, on kiffe la vie. Pas de critique sur ton boss ni sur tes amis. On balance pas les noms, c'est pas notre vie. Pas besoin d'insulter, pas besoin de crier. On met juste le feu sans tout gâcher. Pas de méchanceté sur le grand patron ou le mec en bas, c'est pas la question. Pas de diable, pas de ça. On fait que danser, on fait que peindre. Oh, c'est un défi. Fais ça frais, fais ça fort. Fais gros, fais vibrer sans sortir du décor. Pas de coups, pas de gros mots. Juste du flow et des beaux mots. Pas de gros mots ici, pas de gros mots ici. On reste chill, on reste zen, on danse la jolie. Pas de gros mots ici.
Paperwork, paperwork, paperwork. Where did it come from? Who gave me all this paperwork? I did. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Just bring one person up for just a minute just to see what's going on. Someone new, what's going on?
Newsroom tips $1. Ask Carmen if he thought the draw against Sarah was fair.
Yeah, you're on there, buddy. G Smalls, did you want to come up? G Smalls, going once, twice. Okay. So what do I do here? What do I do? What am I doing? I'm here for myself. I'm here for myself. I'm here to learn from you. And I'm here to share. I get ideas from the panel. I get ideas from questions. If you say a word, it might make me think of something. If you relate 2 words together, well, I'll stop looking after that. I'd have to concentrate on one, right? How do you learn things? How do you learn things? You know, I'm studying, what am I studying? Dots and dashes, and I'm just looking at the difference until I see the difference, and then I tell the story of the difference. The letter L, the end of the ruler, the 12 inches, 2 dice cubes is also 6 and 6. So we have a hexahedron. We have 2 hexahedrons. So if we have 2 cubes, we have 2160, and 2160 equals 4230. We have a vibration right there. Look at that. 2 and 2 is 4, 1 and 1 is 2, 6 and 6 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. 1 between 2 equals to 3. And what is 1 and 2? 1 between 2 equals to 3. We have an association between a water sign and an air sign, between Pisces and Gemini, where Gemini's association comes together through what is a fire sign and what is an earth sign. How is the fire and the earth coming together to create the air sign? What is this story? Or is there something, an alternative to this story? The alternative to this would be, instead of it being 2, it would be 7. And instead of it being 1, it would be 8. And it would be 7 and 8 instead of 1 and 2. Did I make that stuff up? I sure didn't, because 8 and 1 would be 9, 7 and 2 would be 9, so they're fair. Not only that, there's 9 on here. There's 9 over here. There's 4 over here plus 1 to the heart and 4 missing corners. Rubik's Cube, there's 9. 9, 9, 9, 9. I spoke before about the letter L, the angle, the 120. 3 by 120 equals to 360. Yet a tetrahedron, right? A tetrahedron, right, is 720, and that's 2 times 360, which tells me about things of 2. So we have 2 moons. We have Phobos and Deimos. Whoop. Right? And those are the moons of Mars. And I do different things when I know it's 2, and I want to run the 1 cycle. So when the 1 cycle runs, no matter what the cycle of the individuality of Phobos and Deimos, they're both 28. They must run by the 28-day Earth cycle. Whatever they do, if they go 1, 2, 3 times around in their world, that's fine. But what's happening here is we just know 3 moved. That's it. The clover. You want to know how I calculate this? I got 3 circles here. That's 360. I got 1 circle here. Okay, that's 360. Okay, so I got 360 and 360, but it's divided up into 3, so that's only 120 is 480. So when I think what this is, okay, that goes around everything and empties the gaps, that's another 360, right? But now we'd have to break up all these parts to equate, or what I do is I make it really simple and count every single circle for a 360, but I combinate them. First, I have this one, this one, this one, okay? And that's going to be 1,080, and it's going to come together with 360 for 1,440, holding on to the Taurus Acrobat Reader. And then after you get this over here, right, the 1,440, we get the 360 out here, making the 1,800. 1,800 is 1/2. So then we have to go and get another one of these designs and flip it up over here. And when we join it together, it's like 2 tetrahedrons coming together, equaling to 2880. Did I get that number right? I have to get the number right. So what it is that when you wow, I wanted my big ones. Maybe they're in my dirty coat. these. Has anybody ever heard somebody talking about 1111, 1212, 111, and all these numbers, and you think it's silly, or you think it means something, or you've read it somewhere that it means something? So how many people are telling the same lie so perfectly? How many different sorts of tarot cards are there out there? And I must look at them. I must look at the algorithm. I already see that 78 is at the gate. 78, 78. The alphabet is 26. So imagine the Aztecs, 26, 26, 26, 78. 78. 78 tarot cards. Now, when I look at tarot, the first thing I think is Tartaria, because it starts with T-A-R. I see the rat. The rat is number 39, and it's the first, zodiac Chinese. By the way, bientôt, very soon, bientôt en le chinois, very soon we will be going into the horse. Is it the horse power? Is it a V6 or a V8? Is it a trot or a pace? Or is it the fox hunt? Right. Get the dogs out. Wow, that was crazy. That's too funny. Hey, let me see. What do you look like? Did you get in a fight again? Let me see. Come here. What? When you were scratching on the door, I thought you were throwing up. When you were scratching on the door, I thought you were really throwing up. I was so mad at myself for not paying attention that you were there. I was so into what I'm doing. Sorry, I get lost, sometimes. But it's not lost. I'm doing my thing, You have to, you have to do your thing. You have to do your part, And that's it. I have to stop feeling sorry for you. You're bigger than big. You're going to have to start being not so shy and come out for a walk. Patch of gray looking blue. Yeah, don't sniff. Okay. What do I use to tell my story? I will explain to you number 78, and I do want to make maybe some tarot cards myself. I do not know the definitions, but guess what? I ask a million questions to ChatGPT. They keep telling me, stop repeating yourself. I says, well, you never give me the answer. Okay. Well, I programmed it to tell me what I want to hear, but it's pretty simple. I said, you have a face. It's a blank. There's nothing there. The only thing I can tell you is there's 3 sections by 3 sections. Rubik's Cube. There's 9 area spaces. I want you to show me on this solid, can it equate? And as you can see, the center is here. As you can see, the top here, up here, over here, and down over here is that. Now, if you hold this up to it, you will see the 7 was here. In the center is the 5, and down here is the 3. And we have air, fire, air, gamma, gimel, cardinal sign. In my 6, behind my 9. But that's not the way it works. That's the skeleton, because this will now turn this way. And now what is above is 9, and what is below is 1. And what is, sorry, this is wrong. What is below is here. What is above is here. And 5 is in the center. Fire, fire, fire. And then we can just, it also runs this way. And when it runs that way, it runs halfway in between, or we have to put everything on this angle. Which way do we go? It's both. The area space itself never moves. The area space itself never moves. This will always be the same. This will play off the area space and just turn itself for torque and tension, causing the energy. And then you release it, and then you can turn it the other way. This is Saturn's square. Saturn's square runs this way. It's the halfway house. And then off of this, there's going to be another cube here, 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 and here. And this will be encompassed. In fact, when you look at this, every single face is 9. We have 6 faces equals 54 area places. But there are 8 corners. There are 12 edges. 1 and 2 equals to 3. 1 times 2 equals to 2. 3 and 2 equals to 5. There's 12 edges and 8 corners equal to 20, like for the year 2020. And there are 6 centers. There are a total of 12, 8, and 6. 386. 12, 8, and 6. 26, just like the letters in the alphabet. 54. What is 54? How can I describe 54 besides the split of 9/11? 54, the feminine VAGINA, 54. Love, 54. The sun, 54. The reduced value of the sun, 9I. That's right, the sun reduces to what is SUN, 54, to what is ACE, 9. S, 19th letter. You begin with the 9 or you begin with the 1. S, the 19th letter, 1 and 9 equals to 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. The U, what is the U? It is on the other side, the second side of the 7th gate, also known as 66. S and U. 1 and 2 equals to 3. C, 1 between 2 equals to 3. The expression of B and A resides in E. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 2 and 3 equals to 5. Now we created a star. N is the 14th letter. 1 and 4 equals to 5. Sun, ace. So if we want to see where that is, how's everybody doing? That is here. Where am I? Yes, so that's here. This is the 26. There are 26, right? Up, down, up, down. Here's the up, down, up, down. There's 26 rungs in which when you look, you can see we have one rung on top of another rung. And when you do that, you are counting a half area space. So when you do not count the rungs upon rungs, you are counting the first rung at 1, 3, 5. Let me see, 1, 3, 5, 7, 5, 3, 1. But if you count all the rungs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, and that's the first 13 letters in the alphabet. Big deal. 7 by 13 equals to 91. That is the average. When you add up 1 through 13, it equals to 91. AI, begin with 1 and birth with 9. They are both the yellow ball in the game of pool, bringing the heavens closer together to the 8 black ball. Black 29 on the 29th day. 14 days are one ring cycle. 15 days and one ring cycle after the 14th day, which is the first day after the first cycle ending. 28th day ends the cycle. We counted in February. January is for Alpha, February is for Beta. You bring them together in Pisces because 1 and 2 become 3, but the 1 and 2 come together. It's more or less some kind of, it's my theory. These are my equations. I show you my tools. This is a tool for me. There are 9 numbers. When you add them all up, it equals to 45. When you divide them by 9, they average to 5. So when I look at these dots, and there are 6 of them, 6 by 5 average is 30. Therefore, 4 by 5 average is 20. So you want to talk about the year 2020, talk about 44, the word Abraham, the word space. What is 20? The movement between 1, the one side, and the second side is 6. But if you're 1, you're 6 down. So then what do? We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6 is down, you stop. Then you count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you create that equation. It creates the what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals to 15. So I'm expanding myself a little too far. Too many stories at once. Sorry about that. I just lost myself. Sorry. Just give me a minute. So here's the setup of 9. So when I look at the 9 areas, I don't want to see the numbers. I just want to know the 9 areas. But I shouldn't even look at it that way. I should just look at one of it. If I look at 1, it's a 1 by 1. If I look at these 4, it's a 2 by 2. Or maybe it's a 2 by 2. Or a 2 by 2. Or a 2 by 2. Maybe I expanded it. I used 4 of them. I'll use these 4 maybe. Or how about these 4? Or these 4? Well, if I use these 4, 6 and 7, 13, and I use these 4, the extension, 8 and 3, 11, and these 4, 9 and 2, 11, and these 4, 6 and 1, 7, and 3 over to 4, 7, and then 2 over to 7, 9, and 1 over to 8, 9, and 4 over to 9, 13. So you notice we went all around the 5, and it moves like the chess piece. I think it's the knight. We go all around the 5. And like I said, what is 3, 6, and 9? We use these 6. 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 We can also use the string. What do I mean by the string? Check this out. A, B, C, D. Check the angle out. This is the angle of A, B, C, D. So now we have a geometric diagonal angle. Not the 45, but less than the 45. If I had the 45, maybe I'll go and play the record players. And you know the tarot cards for number 78? What about in the ancient records, right? Akashic records, they also have the 78 for the records before the records that were what was 33 and what it was 45. 3 by 3, 3 plus 3, 6 and 9. What is like 6 and 9? Right? 15 is what is 1 times 7, 1 plus 7. And the letters are AG like in silver. And they repeat themselves in duality over and over and over and over and over and over again. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is 7 and 8. Now we're back to the tarot cards. When I go to 12, when I add up 1 to 12, it equals to 78, like the tarot cards. 12 is what is the soul L. The angle is 120. 3 by 120s is your first 360. If this was hockey on ice, the 30-minute mark, you would be on the center ice and in the game. That is what is 3 times 20 in time for 60, unlike the 4 times 15, what is in between the two fire signs. So what is 20? 20 is at the gate. The gate is here. 20. Here is 7. Here is 20. Guess what? They're both 7s. This is the first 7. The reverse alphabet of G is T20. T, in order to arrive at T20, it's 4 times 5 equals to 20. The reason I'm saying that is because 2 times 10, 1 between 2 equals to 3, remember? Right? That's an obligation. Why? Because when I move over to 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, it took 10. I can't do that. When you start a game, like let's say you play snakes and ladders, you start on the 1 position, you end on the 100 position. 2 positions can't really be counted. 1, you came into the game. You had to come into the game. And you can't get to 100, and if you do, you're out of the game. So that's 99 and the game is over. 98, you're still in the game. At 99, you are 99, 180 cross, split down the center at 9. Within the soul is you. Just breathe and know that the words I speak, what are they? What gives me the right to say these words? The soul is number 67. I speak the numbers. They're telling me. I didn't say 120 degrees times 3 is 360. It was given to me. I'm sort of like cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go on a diagonal, on just a square diagonal, you get 45 degrees. Am I cheating? I'm using their numbers. Like the 24-hour day to 7 days a week. Oh, yes. Did you know binary, counting binary on a cube, 1, and then you just forget about the number, because what you do on a cube when you're counting this, right, you're just putting the next number on another side. So 1 would go here. Maybe I should blank it out. So with binary, so you would do this. You go 1, right? And then you go to 2, and then you go to 4, and then you go to 8, and then you go to 16, right? And after 16, you go to 32. That's it. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. That's not possible. Oh boy. Oh God, get that thing off, please. With 6, you move from one side to the other side. It's like, I don't even know, like an elastic, right? You can just pull it out no matter what. The elastic is still stuck here, even though you're here. Maybe you can tie it onto something, get it something, whatever. I'm not even sure how to explain that. It just goes to 6. It's just 1, 2, 4, 8. Now it goes here and then here and then here. How does it do it? 1 and 1 is 2, right? So maybe I shouldn't even do that. I'm starting even off this cube. Where am I getting that 1 from? Maybe I should have put 1, 1, 2 and did the binary here, but I'm not doing that. I'm just doing this straight over. 1, 2, 4, 8. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 5 and 5 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. That's what I'm doing. So is it a fake binary or does it work for me? Because otherwise, right? Otherwise, wow, I don't know why the light all of a sudden won't let me. How can I do it? That's not fair. That's not fair. Yeah, so I could have did it this way and ended on 16, right? Now 16 is my half of the chessboard. But when I started at 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, right? Hold on a second. Okay, so I'm just trying to see. I know there's a couple of things I mentioned I didn't get back to. And the 78 again is that 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is 7 and 8. 7 times 8 equals to 56. 7 plus 8 equals to 15. Every single number that I mention is not finite in its reality. Every number has a 5 is a 415, a 325. It's also a 9514, 145. 8, 6, 14, 1, 4, 5, 7, 7, 14, 1, 4, 5. DS looks like a 5. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Half a chessboard, 6 numbers. Continuation, 64, 64, 32, 64, 32, 96, 264-bit, 144, 12, 33, 18. So this one over here can be a 7. If I counted this down to a single digit, it would be 8, 7, 5, 1, 2, 3. So let me change this over. That would equate to 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, 1, 2, 3. Pretty weird. So the binary 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. 32 and 32 is 64. 64 and 64 is 128. 128 and 128 is 256. Now remember, it took 128 twos, right, to get the 256. It took 4 64s to get the 256. This is the number. This fills up the chessboard. This is an 8x8, and this is back to cribbage. It's a crossover with this game here. 120 and 1. When you add up 1 to 15, what is 15? It's 717. That is what 15 is in the game of pool. The 8 ball falls at 121, which is 1111. So what is 121? 11 times 11. But if it was in minutes, right? If it was in minutes, it would be 81. And that would be 9 by 9 inside what looks like 1111. 1 added up all the way to 15 equals to 120. Take away the 8 ball is 112, which is 2 times 56, which is 4 times 28 cycle moons. 4, 5, and 6 Saturn square, the letter M, bringing the rivers together or dividing them. Welcome to the house. This is our reality in words and art. Let it speak for itself. The dimensions of Abraham, the bat cave. Ishmael runs the double nickel beaver with the snake below. The year of the snake, when all the houses join. Number 6. Next year it is the horse, and the horse connects the pillar from this side and the bridge to this side and connects 4, 5, and 6. And that's where Elon Musk comes in and Jacob's ladder. 4, 5, and 6. 4 times 5 times 6 equals to 120. 1 through 15 equals to 120. 4, 5, and 6 equals to 15, and it's 5 points in cribbage. The average is 5. In fact, if you look at all these numbers, it's always averaging to 7, 3, what is 5? 8, 2, 2 times 5. 9, 1, 2 times 5. To 5 is 10. 4, 6. And what do I use to tell the story? This and this. And then I can say, if it's 9, it can be related to birth or Sagittarius or Pluto the dwarf. Dwarf is good for me. It helped me out when Pluto became the dwarf. I will bring up, I think I can slow down with this piece. No, I just want to finish with this one thing. Then I can bring somebody up. In an earlier video that I was watching, right? I'm just going to get out of this for a second. Hold on a second. I just want to, end a few things before. I started with this. I never finished it. 4 or 5 circles, 5 times 360, 1800. Perfect. It's finished. The tetrahedron. Here is something different. The difference between here and here the 3 and the 4, the 3 times for the soul, the 4 times for the star system. I'm not really sure how you want to call it, Aquarius. Here's the quarter house, maybe the quarter horse, or that the Greek, what's it called? Yeah, we have to include all the Greek paraphernalia for sure. The word spirit, check it out, 19, 16, just flip them upside down. Look at 9, it's in that one, and you flip it upside down. Look at 18, 1 and 8 equals to what is 9, right? And what's similar between R and S? Besides R, S, T, 3 letters that are in a row, split up, this also looks like what is the pirate, but 1 and 8 equals to 9, right? Where was I with this? Hold on a second. Okay, yes, these 3 here, they're all in the 9th house, each one of them. And we need 9 in order to get to S. And when the 9 is born, it comes into life, it turns into the 6, the yin yang. It's the 3 times 3, 3 plus 3, the 33, that creates the 9 and the 6. It's 3 times 23. 3 times 23. Ho, ho, ho. 5 times 3, 5 plus 3, 15 and 8, 23. The 23rd letter is W. The 15th letter is O. The 8th letter is H. It is hu, how, ho. 23. The 23rd letter is going to reverse to D4. D is also a representation of 500 in Roman numerals. Let's not forget, even the head of the letter R holds what is the triangulate of what is the D letter. The D, right, has a point on it, and it is flat in the back. So it was just ironic, just that the word spirit is like 979992. And then I looked at it, I says, I says, that was interesting. And I wrote down, wow, I can't believe it's not on the same page. I wrote 2 times 8 is 16. And then 9 times 2 is 18. So why do I find this, how can I say it? I'm not sure how to say it. First of all, the 6 and the 8 themselves are on 2 sides of the same gate. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals to 6 and 8. In the cubic world, they're separated by the 7th gate. But in this one, they're separated by the 9. Now, there might be a difference because there's a 6-letter word. In what I'm working with is only 3 letters on a line. Is it 2 lines that get completed? I don't know. So when you work only with 7s, you don't have a 9. 9 would never show up. And the thing about 9 is the thing about 3, 6, and 9 is they're created 1 and 2 in duality, right? In order to create 9 from the basic duality, right, is 1 and 8 is 9. 7 and 2 is 9. 4 and 5 is 9. I took all the cardinal signs with the fixed signs to create the mutable. What about 3? Well, 1 and 2 is 3. 4 and 8 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 7 and 5 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Well, what about, did we do them all? Or what about 9? 7 and 2 is 9. 4 and 5 is 9. 1 and 8 is 9. Did we do 6? 1 and 5 is 6. 4 and 2 is 6. Right? 7 and 8 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. You see what happened there? I had to shrink it. So 78, down to the tarot cards, 52 weeks, a year and a half. 52 weeks, a year and a half, 78 weeks. Why does it work that way? For the half clause, I just have to, I don't want to get into that, why it works. I can't do that. I don't have and there's a big answer. Okay. And probably I don't have the answers. Things work by threes. 1 between 2 equals to 3. Half of 3 is 1.5, right? Earth's heart, which is 5 and 2, the numeric value for heart and earth is 52. So 1.5 from 5 is 3.5. And 5 over the 2 is 3.5 at 1.5. Now the heart of this is 3.5 times 3. It's 3.5 times 3. This is what it is. Is this the reindeer? So that's it. So when this sits down, what angle is this sitting down on? Even though they're on all 45s, what is this? Because this is the truth. This is the game. This is what I do. I build and tell stories from the games. The games they gave us in all honesty and fairness. They even gave us a referee and a rule book, what to do, what not to do. Imagine, isn't it fun to go to a game and everybody's playing fair? You know, it's all fair. You don't have to worry. You don't have to put up that security guard, just a little bit. Wouldn't it be fun if we lived in a world where if somebody was really not telling the truth or something, that they turned colors? Wouldn't matter what it was, or but just our instincts would be so much greater than they are. They're already heightened, right? But they'd be so much more heightened. You can see right through people, right? The manipulative stories people tell. Imagine if we couldn't talk. (16) and 18 are in the same row. This is going to be a cardinal sign. This one over here is a mutable sign, and this is immutable. This one will be in this row over here, right? There won't be really anything in here, but this one is playing the role of the interference here. I'm not sure how to explain that. Okay, but forget about the 9. Okay, forget about it. Just like when you count, right? If I'm counting 1, 2, 3, forget about the second one. Forget about the fourth one. Count every second one, because this 9 goes over to 15, 25, 2 and 5 is 7, 19 goes over to 15, 35, 3 and 5 is 8, and it becomes 7 and 8. The heart of the cube is 105, 510. In Canada, when you took the penny off the market, we paid by 510. The average, okay, of the numbers added up 1 through 9 is 5. The connecting numbers, okay, but in duality, the average is 5, is when you connect 1 to 9, 10. Although the average is 5, you get your 10. 3 and 7, 10. 4 and 6, 10. 8 and 2, 10. You connected the house together. Now here goes our 3, 6, and 9. Remember, everything begins when 1 meets 2, creating 3. 2 and 9, 11. 3 and 8, 11. 6 and 5, 11. 1 and 8, 9. 2 and 7, 9. 5 and 4, 9. 1 and 6 is on the cube. 3 and 5 is on the cube. 2 and 4 is on the cube. We have 1 and 6. 1 and 6 reverse 7. One and 6, 7, 5 and 2, 7, 3 and 4, 7. Into the E world we arrive, number 29. There we go. This is Mars. Why? We run into the second moon. The first one ends at 28. That's the cycle. You remember, I just wrote down this. 2 times 8 and 2 times 9 for 16 and 18. 7 and 9, a cardinal and a mutable. 7 and 9 is 16, right? 1 and 6 equals to 7. That becomes the average of their difference. 8 and 9, the high heavens. Anything divided by 7, as there is no 7 other than 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7. And we just spoke about binary code. I just mentioned binary code is 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. And then it goes back to 1. So it becomes 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. So this one goes like this, and then this one goes like this, and then look at that. These two come together over here. So this becomes, let's see, this over here becomes 6 and 6 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. And this becomes 14 and 10, 24, 2 and 4 is 6, 8, 1. I'd have to figure out what that is. But this and this over here, oh yes, this is the solid. Yes, this is the divided heavens of creation of 6. Yes, yes. These are your masters, these two over here. Just give me a second. So let me finish with this first, okay? 1 and 6 I connect, right? Or let's go 1 and 6 equals to 5E. Then you have 2 and 5 equals to 3C. And then you have 3 and 4 equals to what is 1A. And this is your connect. Now let's do, what about down here? Well, if we did that up there, we can go down here. Look at that. 7 and 6, eh? Look at that. 7 and 6, right? Just like 3 and 4. Right? 7 and 6 is just like 3 and 4. So we'll put then over here, we're going to go, what is this? 8 and 5. Oh, yeah, we can get 8 and 5. Okay. We can get 8 and 5. Here we go. 8 and 5. Well, that's like 2 and 5, right? That's like 2 and 5. So we'll go, that'll be like 3, right? And now we're going to get to 9. So we're going to get to 9. And we're going to go 9 and 4. Right? That's the same thing as 1 and 6. See that? See that? So you got the... So you have ace both in the upper house and in the lower house. And check this out. The average of the alphabet separation is at 13.5. The letters, okay, that come out with this is M-E. It's also what is A-C-E, the letters. The 13th letter and the 5th letter is the 0.5. The heart of 26 letters of the alphabet, where 351 is the end result. So 351, where's the calculator? $351 divided by 13.5 equals to 26. There you go. 26 times 13.5 equals to 351. It even works out with the cube. Now, if you wanted to look at this, right, if you wanted to look at some of these numbers, to see if anything equates. So we have 2 and 4. All right, let's start off with that. So we have 2 times 4 equals to 8. 2 plus 4 equals to 6. 6 plus 8 equals to 14. 1 plus 4 equals to 5. If I flip these over, 5 and 3. 5 times 3 equals to 15. 5 plus 3 equals to 8. 8 and 15 equals to 23. 2 and 3 equals to 5. So now let me show you this. This is your whole, right? This is your how whole, because the numeric value answer at the end, right, is 23. The 23rd letter is BCE. 23 times 2 is 47. 47 is time. BC, communication between AD, right? Divided house, 0.5, something that's been divided in half. So what is 23? Well, check it out. Whole itself as equaling to what is 8 and 15 equals to what is the W, communication, is 3 times 23 equaling to your 69. Yeah, I didn't finish that from before. The thing with the 96, which equates to what is 24 by 4, is where C and X are evolved inside of this. And the 244 would be part of what is the, what is it? I'm just trying to remember. 122 is 59, no, 60, 61. Okay, 61. Church is 61. Let's give me a second. I just saw this somewhere today. Check that out. With 3 dice cubes, with 3 cubes, right? Check it out. 55, 66. That's separation right there. 55, 66, the 66 that holds everything together through the 7th gate. When you add up 1 all the way to 10, it equals to 55. When you add up to 11, it's 66, right? This is going to be 5 times 5 is 25 and 10, 35. That's the heart of the cube. And this is 36 and 12, 48, the Trinity. It's not only 20. Okay, this counts for the zodiacs in Mars. This is the zodiac in Mars. And Earth would be a 3-9. Okay, this is also for angels. Why do I say 3-9? One of them is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You have a set of numbers, right? You have a set of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have the green numbers, the greenhouse, and then you have the greenhouse, and then you have the red house. Those are your 4 numbers, right? No matter what you do, this is 10, this is 10. But in this case, they gave you more numbers to work with. And those numbers are 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your lower connect is 10. Your upper connect, even though it's not in the order I just put it, is 30, which makes a 3-to-1 exchange. When you're working with 1, 2, 3 over the blank area, okay, which is 4, 5, and 6, let's say we'll bar that, right? And you go 7, 8, and 9. Here it equals to 24. Here it equals to 6. And that's a 4-to-1 difference. So here we have what is 3 by 120 for our 360, or what is 3 by 20 for 60 minutes on the clock. Here we go 4 by 90 for the birth, and what is 4 by 15 seconds on the clock. The other thing about this is here we used 4 numbers or spaces, okay, to create a 3-to-1 effect, or 1/3. Right? What is 1/3? Is that right? Yeah. What is 1/3? And in the other one, no, I said 4. Did I say 4? Yes, 4 spaces to get 1/3. And here we used 3 spaces, or numbers, right, to get what was 1/4, right? So this one and this one is going to be Abraham, okay, 44, and Isaac the breath at 33, right? We've got Ishmael underneath, right? He's swimming the oceans. So what we do is we go 4 by 4 equals to 16. 4 plus 4 equals to 8. And 16 is 24. 3 by 3, 3 plus 3 equals to 9, equals to 6, equals to 15. We have the ox. We also have what is 66, which connects 5775. 5775. Right there. 5, 7, backwards 7. 5 looks like a 2. In the year 5772 also was the year 2012. Year 5775, 2012. It's the 91st minute. I'm very happy with my new setup this week. It's crazy. I don't know, like, if I ever got anything new exactly what I wanted, and I wrote on it or broke it or something or other. I don't know. I just like building these things. Just keep getting it brand new. Everybody else is doing it, you know? Everything turned out that way. At what point does... No, I don't want to get into that conversation. Not right now. I'm just warming up some tea. How's everybody doing? So you see the magic of the cube, right? You can see the magic of the cube. Oh my God. Okay, there's a few people want to come up. I don't remember who was first. I'm going to try to put a... Let me see something. Just give me a second. How do we do this? How do we do this? How do we do this? Okay, whatever. I can't figure that out. Just let me go in the kitchen and get a piece of bread. I'll be back in a second. Bread in the toaster. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I can play one little song, one little teeny weeny baby song. Da-da. You know what's funny? I lost my stand. Where's my stand? That's not possible. If I sit, will I find it? It was right here 2 minutes ago. Right here. Oh, there it is. Wow. Oh my God. I am such a delinquent. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, the mess is over there. That's okay. That's okay. Oh my God. I'm just going on that, just going to get that toast popped.
Every word checked like the team in my mind. Was it like this 80 years ago? New words, new rules, what do we really know? History whispers but doesn't repeat. Or are we just numbers marching to the beat? What do I want to know? Who's pulling the strings? Is it the church, the state, or the kings? Are we just cogs in a system so grand? Or architects shaping the lay of the land? 3 by 3 time turns in its dance. The zodiac shifts, is it fate or just chance? The chicken lays eggs, the cycle repeats. Numbers and patterns beneath all our feet. Am I old or just wide awake? Are my thoughts too deep? questions, and so much more. So tell me now what's on your mind. Let's write the song of the undefined. Now, for the visual representation, I'll generate an image reflecting these themes, questions, anomalies, time, control, and cycles. Stay tuned. What do I want to know? Who's pulling the strings? Is it the church, the state, or the kings? Are we just cogs in a system so grand? Or architects shaping the lay of the land? Hi, I'm the suit of hands. Here to explore anomalies, questions, and so much more. So tell me now what's on your mind. Let's write the song of the undefined. Now, for the visual representation, I'll generate an image reflecting the...
I can do that now.
Hey man,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm eating.
Yeah,
brings you up?
what's that on your walls and the roof there?
Paint.
Oh shit, did you do that? That's sick. Is that native?
It's just abstract art from the alphabet.
Oh, that's cool.
It's just different items, letters, crisscrossing each other, or hamburgers, hot dogs, rabbits, pumpkins, spirals, geometric shapes, a thumb, a bird, an eye. Whatever you can make out of it, it opens up your imagination. Alphabet science. Oh my God.
Dude, can you tell me something about my zodiac sign?
I don't do any of that. I don't do any of that. I explained how the numbers work. That those who know about the zodiac, there's so many I'm still learning, so it wouldn't be pertinent. What month you born in?
In November, I'm a Scorpio.
So you have the power of the oceans with you. You're working with Virgo. Sorry, with Leo.
What month is that?
You're going around like this. You're going around Virgo and Libra. They would have more power over, or you would be balancing off them, but you would be balancing with Leo, and in between be Virgo and Libra.
What
But
month?
I don't know. I don't know the definitions of all these things other than where they stand, and there's too many stories to explain.
What month is Leo and what month are those?
They should be 180 apart. I don't know. So you're November, so that would be February. No, wait a second. Leo, the 5th month. So you have Aries, and after Aries, you got to go one over to May, and then you have Gemini, then you have Cancer, then you have Leo. So Cancer, Leo. So Cancer's July, so Leo is August. And that would balance off the 13 moons. That's you. So you're very up here. High energy. And that is also. Are you yawning in front of me? Yeah, I can't really. There's too much to say, and I don't like to be just a roundabout. The 5 is the energy that connects everything. The 8 takes part in the 8 corners of the cube. It's all controlled by Venus, Mars, Venus. Well, we've got a little interference here. So that's it.
Yeah, man, sure.
Cheers. Okay, let's try to keep a little bit on subject, please. Thank you for coming up. Okay, so how you doing, Maiden? Okay, so Orpheus. So when I look at the game of roulette, right? When I look up at the game of roulette, take a look at that for a minute. $57, $17, or 3, 7, or 1, 6. They both have something very huge in common. At the gateway, silver cord, AC/DC. This one over here, when you add it, it's 75, 57, or 3 19s, 75, or 3 25s. 19 and 25, multiply it by 3, 57, 75. Or 20, or no, hold on, or 15 times 5 instead of 3 times 25. Here is 3 by 19. 5775. The equation in here is 37 divided by 36. 36 divided by 37. 972, 972, 972, 972. The Earth diameter, I think it's 97. Let me divide that by 5.5. Divided by 5.5. What is the Earth diameter? $792. I knew it was something to do with that. So what I do is when I find numbers, I look for the N number or the reverse number. The alphabet is 26. So if I go to the 9th number, I'm going to divide 9 by 26 and 26 by 9 to understand that relationship. When I have 360, well, I use 1, and 36 is 37, and I'll divide 36 by 37 to understand the reconnect. And you only need 1 to reconnect per level. And obviously it's 36, so it's 36, 1 connect, 36, 1 connect. But every 1 is a 3 because you have 3 rows, 1 in each row. We have the cardinal signs, we have the fixed signs, we have the mutable signs. All these words I say that are what I believe is like 100% is because it's been documented for the last 100 years. It's in all the books and all the universities. Everybody's studying them. I'm regurgitating them and bringing them back out in their positions. In that reality, it's the real reality. It's not my reality. I'm just talking about. So the thing about 5775 is Hebrew time. Our time is 2015. And that is the polarity of the cube. The polarity of this cube. And knowing 1 between 2 equals to 3 is the polarity. So therefore, this one over here, okay, I'm going to turn it around and it's going to go here. And now we're going to have this. So this will be starting at 1, going to 5. This will be starting at 2, going to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 spaces, different numbers, creates equation of what is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. All that is in between, what is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But remember that when you look at numbers, that 1, 2, 3, 4 are in the lower house of numbers. 5 and 6, 5 joins the upper house to 6. 6 joins into 7. This, what you see is a calculator, a telephone. As it is a schematic, is telling the story I read here on this channel. Can you sit? Can you sit? You sit down, please. I'm going to go at a leisurely pace. Let me move this over a little bit. So, not only that, 5 and 7 equals to 12, and 7 and 5 equals to 12. 12 and 12 is 24. 75 and 57 equals to 132, which is 2 times 66, which is 4 times 33, which is 3 times 44, which is 2 times 66 and 1 time. So we can do all 6 of them on the dice. And we get 66, we get 44, we get 33, we get 22, okay, and we get 11. We get 12 11s, we get 6 32s, we get 4 33s, we get 3 44s. Do you see where I'm going with this? Right? And these numbers, when you go over to games, they dictate the odds. 66 or 666. When you go to Sickbo, three dice, they give you the odds. So I read these stories and I tell you back these stories. And that's the true story. I can't lie to you because you can go verify. All my work can be verified on the internet. You just have to look at your calculator, the ATM, see things in North America, listen to know about what is a little bit about golf, to have a dog leg or a hook, or what the terminology of 9 legs of the cat, or someone went to Diaz. Why in French, Diaz is the pound key. You know your numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did you know, right? We're going to go, check this out. Did you know that the number 1 equals to 34? Did you know the number 6 equals to 52? And the 2, right? The 2 equals to 58. But 5 and 8 equals to 13. And 1 and 3 equals to 4. Let me do it a little bit easier than that. Number 2 equals to 58. And number, hold on a second. I'm thinking, I don't know why I'm slow. 8. Yes, number 8. Right, number 8 equals to 49. Right, so 4 and 9 is 13. And 5 and 8 is 13. Right, 5 is in the energy with 8. 4 is with the 9 in the birth with 8. Right, you see the 2? Now we're going to go to number 3. What is 3? 3 is 56. Right, and 7 equals to 65. Right, look at that. You got your M13 and you got your K11. Aquarius with Aries. That's Aquarius with Aries. Why is it Aquarius with Aries? Because when you're working in, I don't know what the best words to use in the algorithms of 12, the 13th, you start over again. Now, you have 11 in Aquarius, 3 and 7 air signs, 1 between 2 equals to 3. Gimel, Gamma, right? That's where they say we begin at Gamma, right? Gamma, Gimel, look at that. The wolf right here, the 2 moons of Mars come in with the horse. That's this year. That's this year coming in with the horse. Going out with what? Going out with the monkey, right? Do we go out with the goat? And all went to heaven on a billy goat. So 2026, and then the billy goat brings us into the monkey range. That's the 2028 era, but we're running 1 year behind. So now we're going to go to number 4. 4 equals to 60. What else equals to 60? Give me a minute. What number is missing? We can use either 9 or 5. Why? Because they both equal to 42. So we have this, what's up here. So if I can write that out, it's 7, 4. In order, it's 7, 4, 2, 6. 7, 4, 2, 6. Jesus the doghouse. Hold on a second. I don't know why it's 20. Wow. 26. So 3 by 74 is 222, And 3 by 26 is 78, equaling to 300. 7 and 8 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 2 equals to 6. Power of the gates. Okay, so I can see there. This is like a perfect game, eh? So now, right? Now, where is number? Okay, we have all the numbers here. Now check these combinations out. See this cube here? 6 connects to 1. So now I'll connect this and I'll tell you a story. But check it out. 134. What does that mean? The number 1, O-N-E, the 15th letter, the 14th letter is 29, and 5E equals to 34. S-I-X, the 19th letter, the 9th letter, 919 is RH, becomes RH negative. Wow, I had to do that, eh? I had to bug my own self. Where was I? Completely lost myself. I shouldn't have said what I said, and I just did. Okay, let's bring somebody up. Switch the mood. Okay, nobody's coming up. Everybody dropped off, I see. Okay. There were a few. I went to pick them up. Whoop. I don't know what happened, Maiden. You wanted to come up. I brought you up, but for some reason I never heard any sounds, so I had to put you back down. Well, that's pretty weird, eh? Yeah, they're playing with my my screen. So, okay, kitty cat, I can't concentrate when you're right in front of me. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's what you're doing, eh? That's what you're doing. This is the cat, number 24. You know what the reverse alphabet of the C is for cat? Right? The D for dog, the C for cat. How about DC and Marvel? The cat's in the doghouse, right? The cat's in the doghouse, right? Are you communicating? Is that why? Are you on the cross jumping between the houses? Are you communicating with everybody? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What? That's what you're doing. You know, we're on TV. You know, you saw what she was doing, eh? Hey, what were you doing? Psst, psst, we're on TV. We're on TV. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know, she just went, what are we doing? Listen to me. We're on TV. Put your face in the camera and talk. Talk. Hello. Talk to the camera. Talk to the camera. Hello. Aura, talk to the camera. Come on. One time. Okay, there you go. Get yourself up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I want to, come on. Come on. I'm going to get a hernia. Oh my God. Okay, off. Come. Oof. Go. Go in there. Go in there. There you go. Go in there. There you go. Oh, beautiful. There you go. Perfect. I got to plug this in. Before I run out of power. Do you know I have my if you would listen, if you want to see what she does, okay? Wow. How come it's blocked? Oh my God, the card. Yes, she's back here. Well, that was pretty weird. I don't know what just happened. Get your motor going, get your motor. So you see what's going on in the front, and it's only because I'm just tickling on her butt. Check. Ow. What are you doing? What are you doing? And if I stop, you see she wants to go now and I start it again. What are we going to do with you? Did you pay the rent? Did you pay the rent? Every time I ask if she paid the rent, she always gives me the same answer. I'm here for 10 to 15 years. Buzz off. I'm here for you. You chose me because we chose each other. Okay, I put on the cat suit just for you. But don't you worry, I got 9 lives. I don't only spend it here. I am the heart of all. I am what is part of what is the 9 lives. She just spread her legs, and whatever was underneath her, she dragged it all onto the floor. Oh my God, I gotta fill out these papers, those papers, these papers. Oh my God. Wow, my floor is dirty. What happened to all my dice? There were more than that. Did some disappear? I definitely lost more than that. Wow, where'd all my dice go? I thought this thing was full. Okay, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Oh, okay, be quiet. Yeah, okay. Okay, sorry about that short delay. Sorry about the short delay. So I'm just trying to see where we were. I spoke about the spirit, and I'm just really just like going over things so lightly. Um, and I jump around a lot, hard for people to follow. I definitely know that. I see it again tonight. It's been happening for over 20 years, but I know I'm advancing. But I'm just not advancing without having anybody else tag along and share it and take the idea somewhere else is not my cup of tea. But the reality sets as so: 1 and 6, 2 and 5, 3 and 4 reverses that. 9 and 4 is like 1 and 6. Like 5 and 8 is 2 and 5. Like 7 and 6 is 3 and 4. Now this, okay, one side of the board is 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, you get 5 and 6. When this cube lands on the table, you will see only one. You will see only one up. Let's call it Polaris. The other one is the other star below. Let's say one star up. Well, we really can't have it. The other one will be out here or out here, right? But we still have anyways the top and the bottom of the cube, right? The top and the bottom of the cube, 5, 2. The other one is 1, 6. Imagine when it's sitting, right, with the 6 up, right? Unlike the 2, 5 above each other, when the 6 is up, look at that. The 1, 6 is here. The 1, 6 is here. It's almost like, look, boom, running through the pole of 5. So I'm trying to see what I was getting at with this. Yeah, so 5, okay, is the center. Okay, see 5? After 5, it's 6. 6 is just like 1. 1 is just like 6. They say 2 is just like 5. Therefore, we take a cardinal sign over to the mutable, and then we take a fixed sign into a fixed sign, into a fixed sign, into a fixed sign. It says ace, does it not? Both ways says ace. On the high side of the board, right, 9, 8, 7. On the low side of the board, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, and 6 brings everything together. What is V1V, or the letter M, which creates 4, 5, and 6? This is where the 7th gate comes in, and this is where this cube comes in, just changing around all the numbers, right? Look how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equations. And one number brings together 7. So where was I going with this part? Oh, just wanted to show off a few things. Pluto is the dwarf planet. It was here for 76 years. In the spirit of 76. As 9, in 9. What is 16? It's 9 and 7, 16. It could be 8, but 8 is an 18, and 18 is a 9. And 9. The 28-day cycle, or what is the quarter house? Birth inside the house, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is 5 is 9. The 9th area positions here, which is the first area with 8 around it. 1, 5, and 9 all in the same area. I did a thing on binary code at the beginning. I don't want to jump into that. I'm getting a little bit tired. I know there was something that I was supposed to do I didn't do. Yeah, so somebody mentioned this, that ka, okay, I think was 111, and ba Wait, Kawa spirit 111, and Ba is soul. So 1 between 2 equals to 3, right? And here, this one plays at the heart of the cube. The spirit plays at the heart of the cube. Why do I say that? 111 is the heart of the cube. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, or 3 by 37. Orangutan is 111. The soul, right, runs underneath the waters. The bird is the air in the sky. Just breathe it in. Yeah, I'm getting tired. 22. What is 22? 22, 22, 22, 120, 140, 140, 140, 140. Sunshine. Yeah, I'm too tired to even think, to even joke around at this point. So a good evening, lovely members. For some reason, I tried to invite you up, but it just didn't work, and I can't keep my eyes open. So I'm going to go to bed before I, in my 22nd year, embarrass myself again. Yeah.